not in an academic paper. Almost all of you has received a comment from me on your papers that says something like, this should not appear in an academic paper. And it can be for different reasons depending on which one of you I'm talking to, but each of you is making at least one of these mistakes. The first and most easily corrected is using contractions. You should not use contractions in an academic paper. So isn't should be written as is not. Can't should be written as cannot. And please note that cannot is one word, not two. Contractions sort of weaken your writing and make it sound more conversational. Saying she isn't going doesn't sound as strong as saying she is not going. So whenever possible, avoid contractions. Do not use etc. in an academic paper. It indicates to your professor sort of a laziness in thinking. If you don't think through your sentence, you can't finish it, so you throw in etc. at the end. So I see in student papers a lot of things that look like this. She took gloves, hats, coats, etc. Not only does it seem a little lazy, it's weak writing. What you say in an academic paper is she took items such as gloves, hats, and coats. You eliminate that etc., that weak etc. You want to avoid slang, cliches, casual speech. This takes practice, but it's something you need to start working on now. So if you find yourself using phrases such as push the envelope, or think outside the box, or for the love of all that is holy, a picture is worth 1,000 words. If I read that one more time, I'm going to scream. None of these should appear in an academic paper. I spoke about this before, about misused words. Do not use the word feel. Either say I believe or eliminate that phrase entirely. So if you have a phrase in your paper that says, I feel that immigration should be reformed, immigration laws should be reformed, that sounds a little wishy-washy, right? If you're feeling that, that's kind of emotional, right? If you say, I believe immigration law should be reformed, then you are speaking from some sort of authority. I believe, and this is why, right? And then you give your argument. Even better, even stronger is to eliminate feel or believe or any of those things and just say, immigration laws should be reformed. That's the strongest statement of all. Talking about strong statements, qualifying words weaken your papers. Obviously, there are times when you have to use a word such as possibly. But when I mark student papers, I see claim after claim, these sentences that are supposed to strongly support your argument. Claim after claim will have a word like maybe. Maybe immigration reform might possibly help people, right? That's iffy. You're hedging your bets. So maybe, perhaps, possibly, could be. Eliminate those whenever possible. Do not qualify what you're saying. Make your statements strong. So you want to keep your writing strong and confident. You want to make your argument as straightforward, easily understood, and strongly worded as possible.